Ready?
Yes, sure.
Who was that?
It was my mic. It was my boom stand, the mic boom. It's so squeaky. I know.
I didn't.
Kia pete.
Kia pete.
Kia pete.
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand. It's a podcast. It's the podcast that's all dressed for Halloween. Have a look at us. Forman came as a happy, though smug, gloating, and insufferable Blue Jay fan. There he is.
Well,
Let's see that.
At the time of this recording, the World Series hasn't started yet, so
Right.
it may already be out of context.
Yeah, right. Because those last three can really haunt you. You know that, right? They can. Rachel, as always, great work on the costume. A
Yes.
ghoulish vampire.
Yeah.
Just look at how pale she is.
Uh-huh.
My
Yes,
God.
That's true. Well,
It's-
you can't get anything by you, Dave.
Yeah. Ghostly, actually. Ghostly. I don't know how you do that.
As see-through as Casper.
Neither do I, to be honest.
That's right. And I'm dressed as someone who just doesn't want to be here. I really need to come up with a different costume because I feel like I've dressed this way for the last
The same.
several years.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Right.
happy
We
Halloween.
could do with something different.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Happy Halloween. On the podcast today, Rachel's going to sing a Puberty song. Can't wait for that. I'm excited. Forman is looking for anyone to watch the World Series with him.
Oh.
Well, no, it's more would you, are you, could you fake interest in sports for your partner.
Okay.
You sure can.
All right,
I'm
all
here
right.
to, and how.
Okay. And how. And we will start with that in mind. We'll begin with, I have a question for you. Does not liking the Blue Jays make me un-Canadian?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Oh, you
Case
guys.
closed.
You guys are
100%.
such-
You're wearing
You
red
guys-
and blue tonight, though.
You
What
guys
hat
are-
is that?
Go Blue Jays.
That is the Toledo Mud Hens, one of the farm teams of the
Mud
Detroit
Hens.
Tigers. My favorite baseball team.
Okay.
The Detroit Tigers.
Right.
You're
Hey,
allowed
listen.
to cheer for the Tigers or whatever if
Yeah.
they were still playing, but they're not. So your only option is
I am okay. Let me explain
Blue
something
Jays.
to you. Let me explain something
It's
to you.
Blue Jays or you don't watch it at all.
yeah.
Well,
That's
I'm
it.
probably not going to watch it, but I am. I will explain why I will watch it.
You're a baseball fan.
I love baseball.
You may
Baseball is
clarify
my-
that it hasn't started yet at the time of this recording.
No, it hasn't started.
Our mood
by
could vastly change by the time you hear this.
It could be over by the time you hear this, so it doesn't
Not
matter.
over, but
It could be.
Hope
Well,
not.
it could be. It could be.
Right.
Anyway, the bottom line is, yes, I do love baseball. Growing up, when I was a kid, I played baseball, I played hockey, and I was better at baseball, I believe, because it's not done on skates, which is why I was probably better at baseball. But I always
It's
liked
not
baseball.
what? You just
it's
broke
not-
up for me.
I'm sorry. It's not done on skates.
Oh, yeah, can confirm. God. Same,
You
Dave.
did say it. You did say
Same.
that. Anyway, so I do like baseball. You were right, Forman. When I was very young, I loved the Yankees. And then hang on. Don't and then Canada actually got a baseball team.
2.
No, one. When I was younger than you, we got a team, and I loved that team, the Montreal Expos.
Oh.
The Montreal Expos, they were my team. That's my Canadian team. And then I got a little older, and I moved to Windsor, and I spent a number of years in Windsor, and I fell in love with the Detroit Tigers. I mean, I got to go to I got passes. I got to go to a lot of games. I love baseball. And so I became a Tiger fan, but I had the National League, I had the American League, I got the Tigers. In the National League, I had the Expos, and I really didn't care about the Toronto Blue Jays. I just didn't. I didn't care about them. I didn't know anything about them. I just didn't care. I had Toronto. I had Detroit, and I loved the Expos. And I had the Expos almost. Did they make it to the World Series? They were close. That was the time when baseball was going on strike a lot. Anyway, long story
The
short.
whole story it was the baseball strike of '94. The
Right.
Expos would have probably won because on paper they
Yes.
were by far the best team.
And then they didn't get there.
After Toronto just won back-to-back World Series titles.
Could have happened. Could have happened. I'll get to that too, Forman, as a matter of fact. I'll get to that. So anyway, the other day, I'm at the, this will be 2 days ago, but it's the other day because the podcast comes later. Somebody said to me 2 days ago, it was another guy that I know at the golf course. Well, I bet you'll be watching the game tonight. I'm like, oh, you mean the Lions game? And he goes, Lions game? No, the Blue Jays. Oh, I said, I hate the Blue Jays. No, I'm not watching the Blue Jays.
Oh,
game.
my God.
I don't care about the Blue Jays. And he literally said, well, that's un-Canadian.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah,
I think
in a
so,
different
too.
way than because my wife Ashley would say the same thing. I don't care. I didn't know there was a game. Who
I
cares?
just don't like them.
Yes,
Yeah.
but she's
Never
not
have.
already a baseball fan.
Right.
Well, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I mean, my interest in the World Series, to be honest with you, quite frankly, is they've got this guy playing for the Dodgers who's,
The best player of any sport ever.
well, he
Who have
could
ever
be, no,
played?
he could be one of the greatest baseball. We don't know yet, but he could be one of the greatest
He
baseball
already
players.
is better than every baseball player ever.
Well, no, he's not better than Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth pitched and hit home runs in a World Series, but he's about to do that. Maybe. So I'm curious to watch who I consider to be the greatest baseball player alive today, and he
Right.
plays for the Dodgers. So that
Playing
makes me
against
curious.
the son of your favorite team's star player in Vladimir Guerrero Sr. on the Montreal Expos.
Yeah, I don't care about
David.
that. Now, I will give them. There are two. There are two Canadians. People that say you're un-Canadian. Look, it's a baseball team, and it's based in Toronto, which is a city I fundamentally don't like. I don't know about you guys, but Toronto is
Well, I don't want to live there, but
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
So
I don't like their other sports teams.
Well, I do. See, that's where we're different. That's where we're different. That's where we're different. Anyway, so here's the thing. I can't do it now.
you
I have
just can't
here-
get behind them.
No. Look at this. I've kept it. This is a
What's
ticket
that?
to game 4 of the World Series, 1992. Forman, I was there.
You went there?
Oh.
I was. Yeah, that's why I kept it.
How
No
much did it cost?
way.
Like $6?
I will tell you what it costs for those who are spending a lot of money for tickets.
Yeah.
$61.54 plus $4.31 GST and $6.15 RST, whatever that is, and then $72. I didn't pay for it. I got to go. That was back when I think people on the radio were kind of important. I don't know. And the brewery, Labatt's had something to do with the Blue Jays. All I know,
They started them. That's why they're the Blue Jays.
yes, exactly. And so
I didn't know that.
I got bussed down to 2 or 3 home openers, which I never cared about, but the beer was cold. That's all. And there were free hot dogs. I didn't care. And this one I got limoed down to, and literally it was, I looked it up because 1992, that's 23 years ago, literally now. It was October 21.
I can't believe you were there. I
Yeah,
saw
game 4.
online somebody posted their old ticket stubs like you have. I mean, you'd
Yeah.
probably sell that thing now.
For what? Nobody wants it.
More than the value of going to
Yeah.
the game at the time.
I saved it
Yeah.
because I got to go to a World Series game. The Blue Jays won it. I was cheering for Atlanta. I will freely admit that. I didn't like them then. I don't like them
God.
now. Nothing's changed.
Okay, here's my opinion because I don't
Nothing's
really care about
changed.
sports, as you know.
No.
But I think that if the Blue Jays are the only Canadian team. So when the
But that-
only Canadian team makes it to the World Series,
That's
all
irrelevant.
of America is already against them. So all of Canada has to be for them.
No, not all of Canada does.
Yeah,
Look,
because
I know
nobody
people-
else is. We have
Look, I
no
know-
other, if there was 2 American teams, the states would be split maybe between each team. right? If there was 2 Canadian teams in the playoffs even, or if there was, 2 hockey teams made it Canadian teams
Just
to the
because
Stanley Cup, then
just
you'd have the country
that means
split.
Nothing. They're a major
We need
league-
as much fan support as we can
Oh,
get. And
stop
I
it.
only care because it's the World Series. Typically, I don't.
Stop. That's nonsense. I know people who are fans of the Boston Bruins, or it doesn't matter which NHL team you like. It doesn't have to be Canadian. It doesn't.
When Edmonton's in the Stanley
It's
Cup
the only
final, I'm
one.
cheering for them, not Florida.
Well, no,
Right.
I did too, but only because I can't stand Florida. If the the Montreal Canadiens were in the Stanley Cup against Florida, I don't like the Canadians. I'm a Leaf fan. I don't like the Canadians. I don't like Ottawa. I'll cheer for the Oilers. I won't cheer for Ottawa. I'll never cheer for the
Well, I'm
Canadians.
not cheering for the Leafs.
I know. Exactly.
Oh, my
You see what
God.
I'm saying? It's okay.
So you're going to cheer for the I think the Dodgers are going to win because of Shohei Ohtani.
No,
obviously.
boo.
Sorry. I know,
I don't
but we
know
all
who's
know
gonna
it.
win.
And I think you just have to be, I hope I'm wrong.
Look, here's the thing. The guy says to me, "You're on Canadian." I said, "Hang on a second. The Seattle team has 2 Canadian baseball players, and the Blue Jays only have 1. Who's if I'm cheering for Seattle, that makes me more Canadian, doesn't it? It's got more Canadian players.
No.
What do you mean? No,
They're not our team,
They
David.
don't represent us. They don't
Yeah,
have
They're not representing me.
They don't have
little
the
red
Canada flag.
thing on their thing.
Oh, stop with that.
The Nailers
nonsense.
got it
it's
on
a
his
logo.
belt.
It's
Yes.
a logo. Who cares?
It's about, even the players talk about it. They talk about it all the time, how they know that they get to play here for a whole country. Every other player in baseball gets to play for a city.
Yeah.
They play for a country.
Oh,
they know
stop
that.
it.
They
Yes.
Well,
know that.
you can tell them that they're
Yes.
not playing for the entire country.
Okay, everybody minus Dave.
Yeah.
I could probably find 2 or 3 others.
And
Okay.
one friggin' guy that I used to work with in Halifax who came from Vancouver, who's head to toe, and he was at the game. He was at Game 7 when the Mariners lost, and I enjoyed that because
he a
of
sa-
him.
Oh, he
Is he
loves
a-
the Mariners.
Oh yeah.
Is he?
Well, because he's from
that's too bad.
Vancouver.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
There's only a couple of them there.
Right.
Go Dodgers. This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast that's like a pumpkin. Looks okay until you get into it and find a sloppy, gooey, icky, crappy mess.
But with seeds.
with seeds. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Oh.
Rachel. Yeah,
Okay.
with seeds. With
I thought
seeds.
seeds would be a good thing.
Yeah, with seeds.
And then you leave it on your porch till March and then see what it looks like.
Then it rots.
Yeah.
You cut it open and then
That's
it
right.
rots.
Hey, don't get ahead of what I'm going to use next week.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Yeah. Stop it.
Well, no, this week I actually would like to know if anyone is, or at least has, or would consider faking interest in sports just for the sake of your partner.
Faking it?
Yeah. Just fake it. I mean,
can fake a lot of
Rachel, you
things,
don't
but
like sports.
You
Jeremy will
can't
have
fake
curling
a
on. Will
interest
you-
in sports.
If there's a really important game of whatever sports, can you just, for his sake, sit down and pretend you're looking at the TV?
So we do sit together in the living room and watch TV. We have other TVs. We just don't use them like ever. So I wouldn't say that I'm faking interest. I would say I'm being forced to sit there while he's watching it. Well, I scroll my phone.
Are you feigning interest?
No.
Oh.
However, right now I am interested because I do like baseball. I played a little baseball when I was a kid, and so I will watch baseball. And
Right.
and the World Series it's exciting, so I'll watch that, and I'm into it. And Kendall's into it.
Ooh,
She's
that's
like, if
good.
anyone's gonna, if Jeremy's gonna have a friend in anyone in the house, it's Kendall who will watch sports with him.
Okay.
And I was like, you got to teach her about all this stuff because, like, nobody taught me. I didn't have anyone to really teach me this stuff. And so it's up to you. You got to teach her. And now
Emily's
he is.
interested sometimes. She's 8, same as
Yeah.
Kendall. and she'll watch 5 up to 10 minutes of a hockey game or up to 10 minutes of baseball.
Yeah, it's a
and
long
ask
time.
questions, and you're like, okay, I'll mansplain the hell out of this if you really want the answer.
Right.
Wow.
Sure.
At least
Here's
she can
Dad
fake
helping you out.
interest. Yeah.
Well, I dragged my my daughter to. We travel to baseball games because I love baseball, as you know, and I like to go and see as many baseball parks as I can before I can't do that anymore. So she's been to Fenway Park. She's been to the Sky Dome, which, by the way, is one ugly baseball park. Sorry, or Rogers Center. It is. I know they fixed it, but it's still not my.
I think it's fine.
Well, when you go to someplace like Fenway, Yankee Stadium, the Pittsburgh one, oh my God, the Pittsburgh ballpark is just unbelievable.
Yes.
But
isn't Fenway like old and small and sticky and
Yeah,
sucks to
but that's
see
what-
and
That's where the
holes
Cubs,
in
charm.
that's where the
way
Cubs
and-
play.
No,
That's
Fenway's
where
that's
Red Sox.
where the Red Sox play. That's the
Oh.
charm of it. Wrigley
Oh, okay.
Field.
Oh, the charm
Wrigley
of it
Field is where I
sucks.
was.
Wrigley Field is awesome. It really is.
That's
for
where
me,
the Cubs
truly.
play?
Yeah, that's where
Wherever the Cubs
play.
play,
It's
that's where I went.
But the one in
Chicago.
Pittsburgh one is one of my favorites because
Yeah,
it's right
the
on the
seats
river
are
there.
terrible.
It's beautiful and all of that stuff. But she never cared. Like 3 innings in, she's like, "When are we leaving?"
Really?
And that's
I like going to live events. I think my kids they like it live. Like they'll go and have fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about Jana though? Does she
Jana
like it or
play-
is she
Jana-
faking interest?
Jana played baseball, actually. I have a great story
she?
about Jana. Yeah, I have a great story about Jana playing baseball that I won't tell because she gets really mad when I tell this story because her father told it to me and I love it and it tells me everything I need to know about Jana, but I won't tell it. But she played baseball. She was a good baseball player.
Okay.
How are you going to
can't-
leave us without
I
that
can't tell
story?
you the story.
Yeah, like that's,
I can't.
You
I can't.
just
I won't
set
tell
up
you
a
the
story and then be like,
no, I
nah.
can't do it. I can't do it. I won't
This
do it
is
because
the greatest story ever told that you'll
no,
never hear.
no.
Yeah.
It's just a really good story about Jana. That's all.
That's what I want.
No,
what I came for.
I will tell you guys, but not here.
Why did you even bring that
I
up?
can't. Well, I'm sorry. You asked if Jana watched. She played baseball. Was a pretty good ball player. Was a catcher.
So she
I
watches.
Yeah.
believe. To be honest, when we go to the baseball game, she loves it. As for what's been going on, like the Tigers were playing, they played Seattle. I had the games on. She's more into. She's all of a sudden into football now. I don't know why.
Oh.
Could be the Taylor Swift thing. She likes the Kelsey brothers. So then she likes Philadelphia. She likes Kansas City. She has an interest in Detroit. She likes football.
Well, she's all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not
I
the
don't care
baseball.
about
She
football.
doesn't
No.
No?
Ashley doesn't care about any sport.
at all.
Period. No matter what.
Right.
No matter the team, the sport, what's happening, couldn't care less.
Right.
And also grew up playing baseball. Was a pitcher.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I think I knew that about her.
I brought this up on Country 104, and people are like, "She played? She doesn't watch? What?" I'm like, "Those are two very just because you played a
That's
sport
Yeah.
doesn't
true.
mean you watch
That's
it."
true.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Because Jana's the same way. She played the sport, but she doesn't seem. When we go to ball games, she's there. She's into it. But when it's on TV,
And
It's
some
not as
people just
exciting on TV.
coexist. Like you and Jeremy seem to coexist. There's sports on. You're not watching. You
Yeah.
don't care. Do you glance at the TV?
Yeah, sometimes. And
Yeah.
then like now that it's the World Series with the, I was paying more attention. Right? So so he was like happy about that
Yeah.
because he wasn't alone in cheering.
Exactly.
And I was like, yeah, and I would get into it with him. So
Like someone who called the radio station thought, well, I need better snacks. I need to put out charcuterie and like have a whole dinner party to get her to come to the same room as me to
you
watch
should
sports.
have, a nice charcuterie board.
Oh, that's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't want.
Not worth
see,
it.
That's
don't
not
want
how
her
it
that bad?
works.
She's
No,
like, you don't
Yeah, why
want
not?
man snacks. You want charcuterie. You
Yeah.
want some wine.
Yeah,
have some
you don't
cheeses.
No, that,
Not
no,
man snacks.
That's
No.
not how you watch sports.
No.
It isn't.
I think it would be better the way either what Rachel's doing or what another young woman who called to say. She's like, he's like, my boyfriend watches football all day every Sunday. She's like from 1 till the whole day, right? She's like, and I will go there every Sunday. And she uses it like it's like a thing in her brain now where she says, as soon as that football theme song starts, it's time to have a nap. And
Yes.
she sleeps the whole day beside him.
Yep.
but they're there watching football together.
There you go.
Yes.
That works.
Yeah,
That works.
exactly. You can just fall
There you go.
asleep or just
That's all I'm
scroll on
asking
your
for.
phone, do a little shopping, fill some carts, whatever you want.
Maybe not that. That might be a bad idea
Fill
Why
some
not?
cards.
because that
Fill some-
costs a lot of money.
Well, you don't have to check out. You just fill the cart. That's all. Fill the
Like a
cart
game.
and leave it.
Is
Yeah.
that the game? Who needs
Sure.
games? Who needs apps?
Right.
Who
Well,
needs Wordle?
I
We
have
got
games.
fill the cart.
Yeah, that's a game. That's fun.
Fill the
That's what
cart.
you
Fill
do.
your
You
cart
put
with anything.
you put stuff in the cart and then just get rid of it. Like what
Yeah,
is
I just
that?
leave it there. It
Leave it there?
expires. Yeah.
See if they send you an email to give you
Yep.
10% off.
Why?
while
They
it's
will.
still sitting in
yeah,
your cart.
they do. Yeah. Hey, did you forget something? They always send that email.
Yeah, we'll give you 5%.
Oh, everyone
Buy
does
now.
that. Don't you guys do that?
I don't.
No.
I don't
You
tend to
don't
put
just-
anything in.
No, I don't put anything in
Really?
a cart unless I'm going to buy it.
Yes, because someone else is already doing a lot of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she
So
could
it's
do it
like
in
a
the same
little-
room as you.
It's like a little game you play. You put things in carts and just leave
Sure.
them there.
What's on sale at this store today? I don't know until I go to the website.
That's not a thing that I will fake interest in. So
Yeah, me either.
maybe we're better.
I
Separate.
can't
I guess
feign
your
interest
answer
in
is
that.
no then.
Yes. No. No.
keep that away.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, what is Ashley doing when you're watching sports?
Watching Love Is Blind or The
Oh, she's
Challenge.
somewhere else.
Or, yeah, she's watching the other TV that gets used while sports are on one TV, another one's on.
Sure. We need
And
a
u-
TV
bef-
like that.
Before we had stuff on demand, I watched 16 and Pregnant. I watched Teen Mom. I watched all those
Oh
shows with
my
her.
goodness.
And then
Wow.
things became on demand, and I never had to ever again, and I won't.
If
So,
only
Forman, do
sports
you-
were on demand.
Do you have any friends?
Yes.
Yeah, why don't you get together with
Yeah.
your
Can
friends?
you not get together with a couple of your
who I think
your
live
buddies?
close to you?
On like a Tuesday at 8 o'clock. These games are on at late.
8 o'clock at
On-
night.
during the
I
week.
guess. I mean, yeah, but if you're dying for a friend,
It's the World Series for me. You
Yeah,
got to stay
everybody's gonna
up.
be up late
You have to
anyway.
stay up. Everybody's watching. You said it's un-Canadian
It's true.
to not watch
Everybody
this.
is watching.
Everybody's watching. Just find a buddy.
Yes,
Even
there's
I care.
There's one game party night viewing planned out of the series so far.
So
Okay.
far.
Yes.
Okay. I always feel like
And
it's a
that's on the
bad idea
weekend.
to plan a party around a sporting event. Always have.
It's a bad idea?
Yeah,
Just in
well,
case.
only because if they
Don't
lose,
jinx
it's such a downer.
yes,
It's like
you
But
can
that's
only
why I like
plan
going
up to
to
the
this
first
every-
4 games.
every time those Buffalo Bills get into the Super Bowl, damn it, they lose. You can't.
And
Like,
yet
it's
this
just-
friend's house that I'm going to watch baseball always hosts a Super Bowl party.
Right, there you go.
And I always go and watch because I don't give a shit about either team.
Well, no, exactly. It's better not to have. That's the hard part about watching the World Series with your favorite team in it. Now it means something.
yes.
Right.
No, it's stressful.
It's harder.
Now it's
harder when it
stressful.
means something.
Yeah.
It's not very stressful for me,
Right.
but harder for you guys.
Dave
Right.
doesn't
Well,
need a
not.
friend.
I don't think it's that hard on
What
Rachel.
Forman really is asking for is emotional support, actually.
Yes, maybe you just need a pillow, teddy bear. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Your blankie? Now we've gotten to the root of it.
Yeah, I think we've. That's enough of. I think that's enough of delving into Forman's psyche. I
psyche.
feel like we've reached. We
Yeah.
may have hit a nerve, and I don't feel I want to pursue this any further.
There's no one ever home for Foreman because they're always out in the fucking barn.
I didn't want to start. I knew it.
I was just going to say I'll email your mom, but
No, don't.
Maybe
Don't
I
do that.
won't.
Don't do that.
She actually emailed us this week.
This is due to underwhelming demand. It's the zombie of podcasts. I mean, really, literally. I mean, a dead radio show brought back to life, trying to eat your brain.
right.
In a manner of speaking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You can run, but you can't hide.
You can't.
That's
no.
right. You can try.
And
but
that's
that's
what
exactly right.
Yeah, and that's what we said to our daughter earlier tonight, Jeremy and I.
Did you?
You can run, but you cannot hide.
You got one.
Are you proud of me?
Well, that was better. That was better.
You're
I
never
wish
gonna
you could have
give me
worked
full credit
zombie
anyway.
into it, but that's okay. That was better. That was better.
Okay, well,
That was better.
my husband and I were almost dead meat from our daughter tonight, so that might be we're dead like zombies. I don't know. I like the other one better.
Okay.
Yeah, bring that one back like a zombie.
Yes.
Right.
Like a
Sure.
zombie.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
And so my daughter is 12, right? Just as yours is, Forman.
Yep.
And so
Oldest
puberty
daughter,
is a
yeah,
thing happening in our home right now.
Uh-oh. What?
Yeah. So
And you're more privy to that than I am. Just
oh, really? You don't
to
know?
say that. Well,
Well, you know what? No, Jeremy wants to be involved. He wants to know what, because he doesn't want to feel left out.
Okay, well, tell
In a
him not
house
to get.
full of girls.
Tell him, from experience, you want to get too involved.
yeah. Like
No,
I
and
know,
there's
but I'm
certain
not getting
things, of
it.
course.
I'm not getting it directly from the source.
No, and I don't think he would
Exactly.
because she doesn't really want to talk about stuff. She will
No.
to me, and we're very
Exactly.
open. All of us actually about things like that, and we talk to both kids about stuff very freely and openly, and we have for years already. So they probably know more than most kids their age, I would say, about age appropriate things. So there we were talking about something tonight just in the house in the living room and making dinner and getting everything ready and so, and then I mentioned the word puberty. I said that's because of puberty. And the look on Julia's face anytime I use that word is absolute disgust. And why is that coming out of your mouth, Mom? Like her face is just like, oh my God, it's very difficult to embarrass my daughter because I try in the mornings. And I think I told you this when I go to the bus stop. I try and embarrass her. I love you, Julia. Have a great day. And I yell it at in front of all of her friends. She doesn't care. It doesn't bother her. And I'm like, oh, I can't even embarrass her. Anyway, so saying the
Might
word.
not be doing it right.
Well, clearly not. Now I might have a new way.
I can give you all kinds of tips on that.
I guess so.
But that's
yeah.
for a different. Yeah, I should write a book. But
Sure.
okay,
Yeah.
that's later.
So we're the word puberty though really just she doesn't like that and she doesn't want to know that that's what's happening or any but we should talk about that, right? And so all of a sudden Jeremy starts making up a song about puberty. There's a lot of singing that happens in our house, typically not by him, so this was a little out of character. And then I just said, well, that's because of puberty. And he goes, puberty, it's because of puberty. And he just starts singing. And Julia is horrified. And then we start singing for 20 straight minutes about who's already gone through puberty. Mom and Dad. Who's going through it now? Julia. Who's yet to come? Kendall. It's like the ghost of Christmas, past, present, and future. And then just singing all about puberty. Could we embarrass Julia more? We get right up in her face and sing about it. We start twerking in the kitchen, singing about puberty. Me and Jeremy are both twerking in the kitchen, singing about puberty. And Julia just puts in her headphones, puts in her little the Apple, the whatever those things are.
Yeah,
And it's
AirPods.
AirPods.
Uh-huh.
Now she's not even paying attention. And now all of a sudden Kendall has thoughts about puberty and what Julia might be going through. So she starts and then she starts singing the song with us. So now 3 of us are singing the puberty. It's because you're going through puberty. Mom and Dad have already gone through puberty. And Kendall will be going through puberty. And it is just one big mess. Well, the tipping point, though, I think for Kendall was the twerking. And that, she said, was embarrassing. Yeah. The rest of it, she was fine with. Anyway, so Julia had it and really gave us the stink eye after about 20 minutes. And so then we had to stop because I think she was actually getting a little angry with us.
Well, I'm not going to pretend that I understand what's going on in a 12-year-old's head. I've been there. But I don't remember.
But you weren't a 12-year-old girl.
No, I wasn't a 12-year-old girl. But I
No.
will tell you that there are certain words in the English language that And I would consider, although I don't have any trouble saying puberty myself, but when I hear it uttered that many times, it starts to become like nails on a chalkboard.
And in a sing-song?
Yeah,
By
it
your
becomes to the point where I do want to apologize to anybody that came across this podcast just now.
Just today?
Yeah, because
I think if that's not hilarious that we're doing it, then this isn't your podcast.
It's probably fine.
You know?
No, it's
like
no,
this isn't for you.
No, it's fine that you're singing that
I'll
song.
die on that hill.
But even I'm just sitting here going, yeah, I've had it. You don't have to say it anymore.
Right.
I've heard it,
Julia felt
I've heard
the
it
same.
enough. We could call it something else if you want.
You just can't hear it from your parents, especially.
No.
That's right.
Well, but we want to normalize it. So we were fine singing about, this is the kind of stuff that I don't want them to have shame around any
Sure.
of that kind of stuff.
No,
I
of
want
course
to
not.
normalize all this,
No.
normalize talking about it with us. Totally fine. Everybody goes through it and we should talk about it.
You want to
So-
normalize twerking too? Because
Sure.
that's something you should never see your parents do either.
Yes.
I don't think you-
No, that's hysterical. We're not good at it.
Yeah, I don't think I would like to see that. I don't
Right.
think
Well,
no.
Kendall
No.
did. Yeah, she didn't like it though.
Oh, of course
Maybe
not.
the first time she thought it was funny, and then she
Did
was
the
done.
song include like, hey, there's puberty. Puberty's been all around. It said, Mommy, it's Daddy. It's going to hit Kendall soon. And let's list all the side effects of puberty. Here we go.
We didn't list side effects, but we did name who's been through and not been through it. Yeah.
Hair where there was no hair before.
Right. No, we didn't talk about that. No.
Now
No,
Dave
we
doesn't want to
didn't
hear
talk
me
about-
say that.
Oh, I don't even care. I don't really
Somebody
care.
really should write a song about this, and it should be taught in all schools. Like that's what I don't think they're learning enough about it.
Yeah, I just wish there are times in life that you wish that there were certain words that refer to things, and you go, "Yep, that's the perfect word." Like
Right.
diarrhea. I don't know where that came from, but that diarrhea is an excellent word.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody knows as
Right.
soon as you don't have to say it
Because
3
it
or 4
sounds
times.
like what it is.
It just is
Right?
what it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, ugh, that cannot be good.
But
You're
I
right.
don't know who came up with puberty, but I wish they had come up with a better. I just
I
really
know.
would.
Good, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
it just doesn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there's puberty, and then the next thing in our house will be perimenopause, and that'll be a new song. Also, something we don't talk about enough. Just saying.
No, but I already hate the song.
Please don't sing that one.
We haven't gotten there yet. I'll let you know when we do.
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast that will never ever remind you to move your clock back or forward, because who needs reminding? We have computers, we have smartphones, we have smartwatches, we have smart TVs, we have smart appliances. They do it all for us. There's no need to be reminded to move your clock back or forward. Unless, and even if you wear a tinfoil hat like Forman, you don't even have to adjust the clock on your microwave, right? Am I right, Forman? You don't have to do that.
Okay.
12 o'clock all the time.
Somebody else I know doesn't have a microwave, and they heard that you don't have a microwave, and they were like, yeah, we don't need one either. And I was like,
Okay. Tinfoil.
pardon me?
Tinfoil.
You're only the
Tinfoil.
second person I've ever heard of.
Anyway, guaranteed. I guarantee you that some talking head on TV or some talking mouth on the radio is going to at some point say, "Don't forget, move your." What are we back
You
for?
can
I
bet
don't
your
even
bottom
remember.
dollar that I'm going to put the share meme up.
Yeah.
If I could turn back time.
Oh, don't do that.
Because you should turn them back this
But you
year.
can't.
But you don't
So
have to
stop.
remind anybody. It's done for you. Stop it. Foreman, don't do it. Please don't do it. I beg you not
On
to
the
say
radio?
it. Yes. Do not say it.
Oh, that was going to be my one and only topic that last day before the time change.
Yeah,
You
not to
got
say
me.
it or to say it. Anyway,
Okay.
just saying.
I'm not saying. Okay.
Good.
I'm not
Anyway,
saying shit.
yeah, we didn't, and you didn't
Shame
hear.
on you for thinking, You think that's the kind of show I'm running?
No, I knew it. I knew you wouldn't do
ship
that
do you
for
think
me,
this
'cause
is?
I know that I trained you well. I knew you wouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. Please don't do that. But no one will hear me.
And yet, there will be people who sleep in.
Oh, yeah.
Or get up early? Wait a minute.
I don't know how that works.
Time?
I never really care.
I don't remember.
Anyway, this podcast, by the way, as you can tell, is unsponsored. This fine podcast that never reminds you to do any of that crap is unsponsored. Again, how could that happen?
Well, that's why.
Well, that could be. Maybe that's what people listen, and that's why they don't sponsor. Anyway, go to our website, or you can reach out to us. Our website is underwhelming.ca.
Yes.
Or you can email us, Rachel, right?
DaveRachelForman@gmail.com. You can, yeah. And our last sponsor actually was Intuition Nutrition. Jenna Zyka is a dietitian there, and she owns the business, or she began the business anyway. And she wrote to us right after the last episode. She just said, I wanted to say sponsorship of your podcast works.
Wow.
We had multiple listeners attend our Fall into Nourishment event because they heard about it on the podcast.
There you go.
Please thank them again for joining us. It meant a lot to meet them, especially as fellow Due to Underwhelming Demand podcast listeners. We all agreed how your podcast makes us smile and laugh. So thanks, guys.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Jenna. That's so nice.
We should just end now and go out on a high, but I know we won't.
But we don't like to do that.
No,
we sink
never.
our own ship.
Yes.
Well,
yes. Thank you, Jenna.
Jim Bag's certainly a glutton for punishment because he bought us 5 coffees.
Yes.
Jim Bag. Oh,
Yes.
but he didn't like us last time, right?
No, he said, say something nice, LOL. This used to be for a non-Taylor Swift podcast.
Okay. If Jim Bag can buy us coffees
Yes.
when he doesn't like the content, so can you.
Yes.
Yes. That's very
Right?
true. That's very
Exactly.
true.
Underwhelming.ca, there's a link there.
And if
you'd like
Dave
to.
from Elmer, who's now in Sudbury, can go all the way to Sudbury and still listen and buy us another 5 coffees.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Wow, we're
Thank you,
rolling in
Dave.
it this week.
Thank you,
Who
Dave.
can't? He
That'll
says
pay for our
because-
Podbean subscription.
Yeah, we want to, because we want you guys to keep bringing the funny, Dave now in Sudbury, and go to hockey, Rachel.
Go to hockey.
Yeah, I'm going next month.
I want to thank Jim
November.
Bag for bringing Taylor Swift up again. He's the one that keeps bringing it up. So thank you, Jim Bag, for doing that.
Still a Taylor Swift podcast.
Yes.
Okay.
And by the way, did you hear the news from last week that
What?
next summer, if you find yourself at Cedar Point or Darien Lake, you'll be directly financially contributing to the Taylor and Travis machine
Why?
Oh, really?
because he bought a 9% stake in Six Flags.
Did
Oh,
he?
interesting.
Wow. Good for him.
Okay.
For him.
And they own Canada's Wonderland now, right?
Six Flags?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I think you're right.
They do.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, great. So they're getting you no
Have
matter where
fun
you
getting
go.
you
Hey,
here
Jim
too.
Bag, you should go to Canada's Wonderland.
Okay.
Got
Joanne sent us
a
a
wedding
message.
to pay for.
A wedding. Yeah, they do, really. They need money.
Mm-hmm.
Joanne sent us a message via our website. You can go to the website, underwhelming.ca. You can contact us there, leave a message, and it comes right to our email inbox. She says, I just wanted to start with thank you. You 3 kill me, and I love your podcast. It never disappoints. The reading of Puberty inspired me to look for this book for my niece. Well, who would have known there was such an array of French fart books? Thank you for that.
Awesome. That's
Yes.
terrific.
I'm glad you found it, Joanne. Good for you.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and on that topic, by the way, Karen, who the book came from her school,
Okay.
did send us a link for the Canadian company that the book is from.
Oh.
And it's weird because there's actually a newer edition of the book compared to the
Oh.
one you've heard. But she said, I'm going to contact the author and ask what the differences between the two are. So I guess we'll see. But it's from Archambault. Archambault.ca.
Archambault?
Archambault.
It's a very French name.
Yes. Clearly I'm saying it wrong. That's besides the point.
Okay. Well, maybe the people who read Puberty could tell us how to do that.
Not everyone's thrilled with us, though. Melissa sent me a message to say,
Oh.
Forman, I just watched the podcast, and you are hating on Twix. Those are my
Yeah.
absolute favorite. Boo to your coffee crisp.
You don't like Twix?
I love Twix.
Twix suck.
No,
It's
yeah,
Forman who
Coffee
didn't
Crisp.
like Twix. I like Twix.
I would take a Twix over a Coffee Crisp any day.
Never. Never did.
My
No, I
favorite
would-
Halloween candies are Reese's Pieces. No, Reese's Cups.
Peanut
Not the
butter
pieces.
cups. Yes.
And O. Henry's. Or Wonder Bar, because you don't get those other than at... Like, I never see them any other time other than Halloween.
Wonder Bar.
Yeah, because they're peanut butter.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I don't think I've ever had a Wonder Bar.
Okay.
Twix I like, but not as much as a coffee crisp. So.
You know what's good and you never see anymore? Not
What's that?
crunchy, or crispy crunch, but crunch.
Oh, just
Crunch,
with the
and I
blue
had-
and white wrapper?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I think they had
haven't seen that.
it was like dried rice or something in it.
Yeah, I
don't
think it
know.
was like Rice
great.
Krispies, isn't it? Wasn't it?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
We have an email from, well, you look that up, Forman. One of my favorite people, Forman's mom.
Great.
Can we make an
Great.
intro for this? Because I would like to have, we should make an intro for it. Emails from Forman's mom. Is that a horse?
Oh, look who clopped on in.
I'm going to put that together. Okay. She says, Dear Dave, Rachel, and Forman, I loved your last pre-Halloween episode. Forman's dad and I, Forman's mom, used to thoroughly enjoy adult Halloween parties hosted by our rural friends. They had a no invitation required adult party every year. Everyone, of course, came in costume. There was no speaking for the first hour of the party, as you tried to guess who was inside each costume. Voices are a dead giveaway, so you couldn't talk. Forman's dad had dressed up as a baby, including pulling a noisy dog toy, wearing a diaper, etc., etc. He got first prize. One time, he dressed up as an equestrian. Go figure, on a cardboard horse. Forman was also there, in utero. So good. When I dressed up as a clown. There's photos, by the way, which I will post. I had no mask. I wore clown face makeup, a bald skull cap with orange fringe hair. No one could guess who I was. I had to be very careful to stand up quickly when another character sat on my lap so the future Forman would not be squished. We played adult games that were a riot. Lots of fun memories. Lots of fun prizes, too, and those costumes were recycled in 1991. Guess which one is Forman? And here's a photo of Forman, and I guess it's your sisters, but everyone's dressed up, and you are a little clown. You remember that?
I do recall a picture of my father dressed as a baby, but I never knew why.
Well, that's
really.
here, too.
I didn't realize they went to adult parties playing adult games where no one's allowed to talk.
And he won.
There's something extremely off-putting about all of that.
And here's a photo of Forman's Christmas, Forman's family Halloween. Anyway. She also says, I am totally with Rachel regarding freezing butter.
Of course.
I too buy it when
Okay.
it's under $5 and freeze it. I've got 12 pounds of butter in my freezer right now. That's very good. In addition to my favorite brand,
12 pounds of butter?
bake things. Christmas is coming up. In addition to my favorite brand of coffee ice cream that I also stock up on when it's under $5. Butter goes rancid when it's in the fridge too long. Frozen butter, just like frozen breast milk, can be kept indefinitely.
Okay.
Your
well,
faithful fan, Forman's mom, Kathy. Thank
wow.
you, Kathy.
She had to throw that breast milk thing in
I
one more time
love
for
that
you,
she is
Forman.
on board with all of this stuff.
Wow.
I love it. And I love the photos, Forman. I will be posting the one of you for sure.
No wonder Forman needs a friend to watch baseball with.
We were going to get to other messages, but she just ruined them.